Hello, I'm Ole Stevens, Director of Student Services at Libertyville High School. In this video, we will review the steps you'll be taking the upcoming weeks for course selection. Again, this year, 8th graders will follow a mail-in course selection process. 8th grade recommendations will be compiled and mailed home to you toward the end of January. You will simply review the recommendations, fill out the enclosed form, and mail it back no later than the date indicated right here. If you agree with the recommendations, everything's pretty straightforward. If you have some questions about the recommendations, counselors will be available at the junior highs for some optional counselor appointments.
The optional counselor appointment is a really good time to sit down with a counselor at Libertyville High School and talk about any of the concerns that you might have about time management, extracurricular activities, how much is too much for my student. We encourage everybody to have that discussion at home before the meeting, and then when we sit down together, my job is to answer any questions that a family might have about what high school is like.
Often when I talk to parents of incoming freshmen, they want to know, what can you tell me that's going to help me help my student with their courses? And often I'll say to them that I think that they need to take a good look, honest look, at their students' abilities, at their students' possible aspirations, and where they're looking to go in their high school career and what they're looking to succeed at. Oftentimes after the department supervisors have made their recommendations for a student's particular class, parents will call and ask or be in disagreement with the particular decision. And again, we ask that you have a really good conversation with your student first and discuss again what their aspirations are, what their capabilities are. And then if it's still something that you feel strongly about, we suggest that you give a call to the department supervisor and see if you can come up with a mutual agreement. Well, when you're talking with the department supervisor, if you have concerns about the particular placement, you'd want to ask questions like, what's the expectations? What can I expect from this class? And then that might help you determine if your son or daughter is a good fit for, let's say, an honors class. As you go through this process with your son or daughter, I would just like to say this. I think it would help, having been a parent that's sending kids through high school myself. If you look at this process of building a house, and the most important piece of the house is the foundation. Without the foundation and having a strong foundation, the rest of our house is really not going to be complete. So I like to think of freshman year coming in as the foundation. And if we can get our kids off to a really, really good start, a healthy start, then I think it just produces a really good experience for them through their 4 years.
Well, one of the things is that you do want to keep in consideration the graduation requirements. Those are listed in the course curriculum guide, and those are considered a minimum, but we always take those in consideration. What you want to do is remember that colleges really require a desire to see 4 years of core classes, and that would be your English, math, science, and history. Inside your packet there is a recommended guide as you're looking at those college preparatory classes.
When you're working with your child trying to choose classes for the following years, remember challenge is important, rigor of the curriculum. You want to take a challenging course load. However, it's also about finding challenge in the appropriate places. Students don't have to take honors or AP classes in every single subject if that's not where their strengths are. They should choose appropriately in that way. So you just want to keep that in mind as well as you're guiding your student with constructing their schedule for the following year.
Consider interests, abilities, post-high school plans, career options. It's an opportunity for your child to have fun and to dabble. Absolutely consider how your child is going to spend their 6th hour that's available to them. Some students need a study hall. However, there are so many electives available to students. We have a broad curriculum.
We encourage our students and families to develop a 4-year plan that would include our graduation requirements in addition to some elective courses. That way students can explore their likes, their dislikes, their interests. A 4-year plan is never set in stone. We can always work with our students and families to adjust it each year prior to the course registration appointment.
I encourage you to take a look at the document entitled Advice and FAQ. This is a document put together by our counselors, and it answers some of the most important questions that our 8th graders have. When will I have lunch? Should I take 5 classes or 6? Again, this is a document that is on the same web page that you found this link to the video. So on behalf of the department supervisors and counselors, we look forward to working with you as we develop your academic plan for the freshman year and beyond. Please consider taking a look at the next video, which is all about what happens after course selection. There are other steps to the registration process and other mailings that you'll get over the summer that will lead all the way up to August, the start of sports, 9th grade orientation, and the start of school.